Shalom. Deuteronomy 23, verse 14. Because the Creator walks in the midst of your camp to deliver you and to give up your enemies before you, therefore your camp must be holy, so that he may not see anything indecent among you and turn away from you. The Creator walks in your midst. That single statement is the reason for everything in this chapter. The assembly boundaries. The cleanliness of the camp. The treatment of the escaped slave. The prohibition against prostitution. The laws of vows. All of it flows from one reality: the Creator is present. And His presence makes demands on how the camp is ordered, who is included, and how the people live. Holiness is not an abstract ideal in Deuteronomy 23. It is a practical requirement of a camp where the Creator walks. This is Torah Sax Studio. We are walking through every chapter of Torah, one chapter at a time. Deuteronomy 23 addresses the assembly of Israel, the holiness of the camp, and several practical laws including the treatment of the escaped slave. The thread running through all of it is the presence of the Creator in the midst of the people. Open with me to Deuteronomy chapter 23. The assembly boundaries are stated directly. Those with certain physical conditions, those of Ammonite or Moabite origin, shall not enter the assembly of the Creator. The reason for the Ammonite and Moabite exclusion is given: they did not meet you with bread and water on the way when you came out of Egypt, and they hired Balaam to curse you. But verse 7, the Edomite and the Egyptian. You shall not abhor an Edomite, for he is your brother. You shall not abhor an Egyptian, because you were a sojourner in his land. Children born to them in the third generation may enter the assembly. The distinctions are not ethnic categories alone. They are tied to specific historical acts and covenantal relationships. The Edomite is your brother. The Egyptian receives a path in, eventually. The Ammonite and Moabite blocked the way. The boundaries are shaped by what was done in the critical moment. Then verse 14, the holiness of the camp. The Creator walks in your midst. Therefore the camp must be holy. The practical laws that follow are not incidental. They flow from the presence. Then verse 15, the escaped slave. You shall not hand back to his master a slave who has escaped from his master to you. He shall dwell with you, in your midst, in the place that he shall choose within one of your towns, wherever it suits him. You shall not wrong him. This is one of the most striking laws in all of Torah. The escaped slave who reaches Israel is protected. He is not returned. He chooses where he dwells. He shall not be wronged. The people who were once slaves do not become the people who return slaves to their masters. Then vows: what you vow to the Creator, fulfill it. A delayed vow is sin. But you are not sinning if you refrain from vowing. Only vow what you will do. If this chapter opens something for you, write Holy Camp in the comments. Deuteronomy 23 gives you three things. The assembly boundaries are shaped by historical acts, not ethnicity alone. What was done in the critical moment, bread withheld or offered, blessing or curse, shaped the covenantal relationship for generations. The Creator walks in your midst, and that makes holiness a practical requirement, not a spiritual aspiration. How the camp is ordered reflects who is present in it. The escaped slave shall not be returned. The people redeemed from slavery do not become the people who send the escaped back to their masters. Memory of redemption shapes present obligation. What does holiness look like at the level of your daily life, not just your worship? In Deuteronomy 24, Moshe turns to the most vulnerable, the widow, the fatherless, the sojourner, and the forgotten sheaf in the field. Thank you for walking through Deuteronomy 23 with me. If you're studying through the Torah chapter by chapter, subscribe and continue the journey. Shalom.